The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots, streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app. Now, here are Bill Jones, Heckma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the Great State Fair of Mick Shots. The first day of the Great State Fair of Texas, and 2 days away from the return of Micah to AT&T Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
1 day away from the State Fair Classic. Grambling and Prairie View tomorrow night. Everson Walls will or will not be in attendance.
I will not.
Okay, but you'll be there in spirit.
I sure will.
Going to that.
Welcome to a Fight Song Friday edition of Mick Shots.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great day to be alive.
Yes, it is.
Got football equipment on the football field, football players about to be out there, and boy, do we got a Sunday night football matchup this week.
Hey.
Aren't we excited?
I'm excited.
And the crew's already here.
Oh, the Sunday night football crew?
They are here.
Have you seen Mike Tirico in the house?
I saw Collinsworth.
Could this be written? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Could this be written any better? You know, I mean, who knew?
Like they planned a Monday night, a Sunday night game.
Come on,
May, they knew that Micah was going to be a Packer, and so they made it a Sunday night game.
Peacock.
Some things go just write themselves.
That's right. And they even scheduled it deep enough into the season where Micah's over his back injury and
just in time.
Full health now.
Just in time.
Oh, he's still on the injury report.
Oh, he's still on the injury report, yeah.
Who, Micah?
Yeah.
Come on, you got to smooth that over. You didn't get the memo on the quarter zip, huh? Everybody's got the quarter zips on.
Oh, man, I didn't, bro.
Okay. Next time out there.
Quarter zip Friday.
Quarters.
Yeah.
Not T-shirt Friday.
Quarter zip. Quarter zip Friday. That's a good
He does have the right branding, though.
I got to get that
Got the
T-shirt.
Nike branding there. So.
That's good stuff.
All right, we got so much to get to, and so little time to get there.
Listen to Schottenheimer today?
Do what now?
You listen to Brian Schottenheimer?
I heard.
this morning?
I did not listen to him, but I heard some tidbits from it. Why would you like to fill us in?
Yeah.
Please.
Guess who walked into the building during the press conference?
Oh, you're talking about his press. I thought you were talking about
Press
on the
conference.
radio
Yeah.
today.
Press conference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roger Staubach.
Really?
I saw him walk in, we got the glass room there.
Yeah.
Right? First I saw Darren Woodson in the lobby. He had to pick something up and went back to his office. And then I looked, and it's like Roger just walked in the lobby. I think it was his son, right?
Okay.
And I was going, okay, well, I haven't seen him in a while. And next thing I know, David Bruzy, the Cowboys' assistant PR director, opens the door. Schottenheimer's talking, and Roger walks in, right? Schottenheimer gets up and goes, oh, my gosh, my favorite player. And he had never met Roger before.
Wow, man.
That's how he met
crazy.
Roger, right?
Starstruck. Right there in the middle of it.
Right.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Right.
You know, come on.
And he got up and walked off the podium and shook hands with him and
That's great, Nick.
kind of welcomed him in. And, he said, "Roll, Roger,
I got
my favorite
what is he
player."
doing here?
I don't know.
I got the verbatim on it right here. Schottenheimer said, "Oh, my goodness gracious, I will stop what I'm doing for this." Roger said, "This is my favorite coach. Schottenheimer, you look good. Staubach, I can still throw.
Still throw. Yeah.
I'm such a Cowboy fan. Coach, I'm
Roger
for you.
will always say that.
Schottenheimer, I appreciate that. Great seeing you. Staubach, I still love the Cowboys. It's amazing how when I sit down and watch the Cowboys game, I feel like I'm out there. Right now we're okay, but we're going to get better. Schottenheimer, no doubt that's the plan.
Oh, somebody transcribed it that fast, right?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
You know, you don't ask Roger about competing in anything because he swears he can still
I can still
go
throw.
with the young boys.
Yeah.
They had to stop him from playing the 3-on-3 basketball, if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
He's out there, old dude out there with all them young brothers, man. And, you know, they're trying to make a rep on themselves.
of course.
It's Roger Staubach. They want to dunk on him and play D-up.
No.
Man, Roger, get out there and kick your butt, boy. Better watch out. He'll throw some hands on you.
That military training.
Yeah, man.
And then he exits and he goes, "Sorry to interrupt." And it's like, are you kidding me?
What?
Of course he did. Of course he did.
You helped build this building.
course
you
he did.
do what you want,
Yeah,
right?
man.
Roger Staubach.
All right. How about and then how about Jerry? He was on the radio today. Did you catch Jerry?
I
Because I got a
did.
quote from him. If you'd like for me to share it.
Got a bunch of stuff I wrote down that he
Okay.
said, but go ahead.
Okay, I just asked you, are you excited? I asked the group here, are we excited about Sunday night? Everson was the first to say, yes, I'm excited.
Yes, sir.
Well, here's Jerry on the radio this morning. I'm so excited. I hope our fans are. Man, don't think we can't get them. We can get them here. Let's go.
I wrote that down. We can get them. We can get them here.
So there you go. You fired up yet?
Yeah, I'm plenty fired up. Yeah, and also knowing that
This
they
is
are
Fired Up Friday.
6-0. They are 6-0 at AT&T Stadium.
It's three-quarter. Wait.
Quarter
what
zip.
What
Quarter
Friday
Zip
is
Friday.
this?
It's Fight Song Friday,
Fight Song
Quarter Zip
Friday.
Friday, and Fired Up Friday.
There you go. Okay, I got you.
But 6-0 in our building. Something's got to be done about it.
Yeah.
And it really does seem like from everyone that is interpreting this game that Green Bay is miles ahead offensively and defensively. And if I'm a Dallas Cowboy, man, I can't wait till Sunday night. I mean, in a situation where nobody's giving you a shot to win and you're a professional and you put your pants on just like those guys, you got to be a little pissed off about this if you're in that locker room over there.
If you're the coach, are you selling that to them? That this is what these guys say. Look at the line on the game. I mean, it's a home game and it's 6.5.
Wow.
6.5 point favorite.
That's a lot.
The Packers.
You know, as far as I'm concerned, I think we start looking at the totality of where we've been so far. 1 and 2. The Eagles game, everyone wants to forget about that. We played well. Our defense actually acted like they had some sense and knew what they were doing. We're not, if you want to be optimistic about this, we're not that far away from that first game. We're not that far away from our offense scoring enough points against the defensive line that actually was pretty good with the New York Giants.
40, but
We put 40 burger on those guys. All right? Now, we talk about Chicago. We went back to our same old beings that we were last year in some big games to where we just didn't show up. If we're going to be optimistic about this season is pretty much on track to where I thought it was going to be.
Really?
I knew I assumed that we start off slower than we actually did. And I said it in here that as the season goes on, we will get better. I said that more than once in this room.
has it gone on long enough?
We're still early. It's still early. That's
right.
It's still early. It's still an early season.
Right.
No team has ironed out everything yet. No one can say, okay, we have a handle on this season right now already, and we have our identity.
Maybe
no
even-
team.
How about the Thursday night game last night? Okay, in the course of that game, just in the course of that game, here's Seattle. How many did they score last week? I mean, they just 48 points, something like the last couple of weeks. They've just been lights out, and their defense is playing great. Shouldn't have lost to San Francisco the first week of the season. And they are basically blowing out Arizona to the point that the Cardinals are getting booed off the field for the first 3 quarters of that game. But Seattle's only got a 20-6 lead in
Because
the
of that
fourth
damn
quarter.
defense that Arizona had. That defensive line, man.
And-
See
and-
those guys, man?
Yes.
And
What's
Yes.
his name? Kalis? Campbell?
Calais.
Calais? Oh, my
Calais
God,
Campbell, who's
dude.
39,
That's a
40 years
man.
old. Yeah.
A grown
That
man.
is a grown man.
And he's been doing it for about 20 years in this
He
league.
was handling his business, man.
I just wish they wouldn't have worn uniforms that looked dirty.
Those are some.
Yeah.
crazy.
But anyway, then Arizona, through the Boo Birds, their own Boo Birds at home, comes back and they tie the thing up.
You know Kyler's not going to take that, man.
And
come on.
But what I'm saying is, through the course of that game, it looked like that Seattle team is so much better than this Arizona team, and then all of a sudden it gets down to an even game.
That's right.
That's just what the league is.
Would you have gone for 2?
No one.
No way. But in hindsight, I would have gone for 2.
Yeah.
I was yelling at the TV, they better not go for 2 here.
Right.
Because, and one of the reasons because of the Arizona defense, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Arizona's got to look at it. We tie this game, we might get out of here with a tie if we can get through a 10-minute overtime period.
Yeah, but then your kickers got to be smarter.
Yeah, exactly.
I was explaining.
If I would have known,
just
that
as
the
I was
kicker
explaining it to my daughter,
20.
I said, "Wow, they came back." I said, "As long as they get a good kick right here," and I couldn't even get it out of my mouth. As long as they get a good kickoff right here, we might be looking at overtime.
It comes up
and
short.
sure enough, as it went off his foot, what was he trying to do, guys?
He's trying to place it in the landing zone, and with a chance that they might fumble it or what, kind of like what we're talking about, those knuckleball kickoffs, whatever. Or at least you get it into the landing zone and it goes into the end zone where they get the ball at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, keep it simple.
He babied it or whatever.
Keep it simple.
Right.
You don't
They did not do that, did they?
outsmart yourself
They
at
did
the
not do
wrong
that, did
time.
they?
No,
And I want to see who the special teams coach is because I'm sure he had this bright idea to do that. Because you don't even want to do that right now.
You don't want to give him a chance not to be able to execute it right.
What makes you think that?
Well,
I
that's
guess
what
this is-
everybody's doing.
Well, he didn't do it.
But you
I
got to
know.
understand the
But he
situation.
did it previously.
Okay.
But the situation is there's 27 seconds left in the game, and you cannot afford to give them the football at the 40-yard line.
Not at the 40. Mm-hmm. Your whole defensive.
Would you have given him at 35?
I would have gone. I would have kicked it normal down to the goal line and
Took my chance.
inside the
And let's
10 or
go.
whatever, and cover the kick, and or they let it go into the end zone.
Well, I guarantee you that's what he was trying to do. He just hit a line.
What really confuses me about this new NFL is outsmarting what simple processes
Man,
are. It used to be, even with the rules change, and I understand what you're talking about. If it gets out of the landing zone, whether it's advanced to a certain place or guys aren't able to, at least pick it up and get it to the 40, but you volunteer that to them. And then even when it gets like situational awareness in the NFL, regardless of PFF, analytics, all of that stuff, just the simple mistakes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the kind of mistakes that used to get guys fired, they make all the time now.
Later on in the season, he could have been. If it was on, on the line like that.
Sometimes you make simple mistakes in the secondary that get you burned too. Sometimes you go up and press a receiver and then you haven't been practicing and
we
you
will
slip and
not
fall
see any
and the
of
guy
that
runs
in
by
the
you.
Cowboys game
sometimes
on Sunday night.
Sometimes the
Trust
team
me.
runs a flea flicker and you blow it up
We're
at
not-
the scrimmage and yet you don't.
No, you know what?
cover the.
You know what Cowboy fans would have said? Well, you scored too soon. You left time on the clock.
Oh, man.
You don't give Cowboy fans
Good
enough
game,
credit.
though.
No, they would have. I've heard it way too many times.
Game.
So you don't think you think press coverage is gone? You think you just take that and throw it in the back of the room somewhere and say we're never going back to that defense again?
Well, I don't know about the defense, but the technique.
Yes.
The technique has to
don't
be
use
well.
that technique
I don't
ever.
care what the defense is called. As long as your technique is good, we're going to be okay. But as long as you're where you're supposed to be, and I heard Jerry Jones actually talking about that this morning. He sounded like he was listening to everything
We said.
that we've said in this room.
Don't
He
put it
listened,
past.
he listened to the
Don't put it
he
past
listened to the
him.
old heads. He listens to the old heads now. It's about time he started listening to the old heads over here, man.
Whoa.
Come on, man. He said, you know what? Maybe I can relate to these guys because we're the oldest guys in this group.
That's right.
Come on.
Would it be that?
He might be the only person older than us.
Don't stop. He might be. I
true.
told somebody the other day, I'm always the oldest person now. I said, except for the podcast, I'm the oldest person everywhere.
Well, I'm finally on the podcast where I'm the youngest person.
Wow.
So give me credit for that.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, buddy.
I was going to ask you about Trayvon Diggs.
Okay.
Obviously, with the injuries and Mickey, you've talked about him, possibly starting on IR from the beginning of the season, but he didn't. At this point, with some of the mistakes that you've seen him make in the secondary, are you at the point where you're like, look, this guy just isn't healthy enough to get this done? I mean, I know they've played him a lot of snaps, but just some of the miscues. you're not seeing a shadow of the player that you once knew he was in this season.
I look at it like this: the mental mistakes, they can be taken care of. He's a veteran. He's a pro. He knows how to do that. The guy got 11 interceptions in one season. Obviously, he's got some type of talent. We all know that. What bothered me once again was not just his technique, but his inability to make up for it, for the mistakes that he made physically. He wasn't able to
Make up speed, catch up
speed. He wasn't able to turn and react in the way DBs are supposed to do with the quickness and explosion. I didn't see explosion.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what you saw that on the ball with Malik Neighbors, and you saw that last week as well. I mean, it's one thing you see a guy that obviously has the ability. You talk about the 11 interceptions, but that seems like a far cry from the athlete that we're used to seeing.
And I will say this: when you're mentally frustrated and you're chasing that guy, or that guy beats you quickly off the line of scrimmage, you're running with regret. You know, I've been there to where, you see him up there like, damn, I can't believe I let him get by me. And you're thinking about what you just did versus what you need to do, meaning like the urgency to go and catch this guy.
Yeah.
And I've been there to where you're like, damn. I mean, one time a guy beat me on a comeback and go. They did a rollout, did a comeback and go. And in my head, I couldn't stop myself. I actually clapped my hands like, damn.
Yeah.
But I'm supposed to be catching this guy. Right. I ended up catching it, but I'm like, damn.
That didn't slow you down?
It did, but that guy was slower. So that was the only problem. That's why he ran to come back and go.
Well,
right?
he suffered a little shoulder deal in the game. Mm-hmm. That's why he came out. Mm-hmm. But on the injury report, they have knee on there, but it's not necessarily the knee that was being rehabbed. So, he spent a little time riding the bike yesterday in practice, but he practiced. So,
full participant is
it's
what it
been
was
a while since those two guys have been on the field together.
And
not very often.
That will happen?
Because Bland was out there. I think that's how they got to go. Yeah, absolutely.
And I know it's all hands on deck. You got to have it. You talk about the cavalry coming and all of that, but even Bland dealing with the foot injury. What are we expecting from him athletically after going through a foot injury last season and now dealing with another nagging foot injury?
Got to be on a pitch count, doesn't he?
Yeah, he might be, but I think he's ready to go. I mean, he's out there with his helmet on and his shoulder pads or shells and going through, all the drills that we're allowed to see. So I think from, what Schotty said, they're good to go. They got to watch it, though. Mm-hmm. So,
well, to me, it's early enough in the season to where you can't test it. You don't necessarily have to wait for him to ramp up or whatever. I think if he feels comfortable enough to test it himself, I think some of these players, they know their bodies better than what the rehab guys might.
And when they asked Schotty about Clowney, how much can he do? He said, I hope a lot. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't sound like
this is
15 to 20.
This is shaping up to be an interesting matchup.
He said he's very, very excited to play.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mickey, you watched him in practice, and you talked about how big he was. But once you saw him in his suit, they showed a picture of Clowney. Just kind of like he looked a little thin.
No, he's real thin.
Yeah.
To me,
thinner than.
He's not built like a defensive end.
Okay.
But he's tall. He's lanky. His hands go down to his knees, I swear to God. And one time I saw him running, and he did something with it wasn't just running. And I said, he looked like a gazelle. He just arms and legs all over the place, right? It's like
that would probably scare the hell out of him.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. The only hope is maybe he scares the guy, right? Look at this coming at me.
Oh, man. Like Venom.
I don't know, man.
So, they got that at least going for them.
Yeah.
Schottenheimer tried to put a good look on the fact that Hoffman and Bass have played next to each other since they played together second team.
True. It is official. T.J. Bass is starting at right guard. Schottenheimer said at his press conference.
He did.
Yes.
So, did I miss that? Did he say that?
It's been tweeted, so you must have.
Huh. I didn't know that he came right out. He just basically, he said they've played together, so he mentioned that. Yeah,
hinting at it.
The other two guys they talked about were just backups. They're the next guy up if they need him. But yeah, he's going to start for sure.
42 minutes ago, Nick Harris tweeted it will officially be T.J. Bass at right guard on Sunday per Brian Schottenheimer.
Okay, so, all right.
It's official now.
Yep,
Nick Harris tweeted it.
Nick Harris tweeted
Let's go.
it, so it's official. All right, we got so much to get to. Check the rundown.
That's okay. That's
I'm
okay,
looking
Bill.
at it right now.
That's
Bill.
okay,
I'm looking
Bill.
at it right now, Bill.
So this
I'm okay, Bill.
I'm on
Everson, what are we talking about next?
Micah's return, baby.
That's exactly where I was going to.
We
got to talk about Micah's return. We've been putting it off long enough. We talk Micah's return when we come back on Micah's shot.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Look, school is starting and I'm just a kid. And let's be honest, I'm not going to shop for myself. But we can get up to 40% off back-to-school essentials on Uber Eats. Did I mention I need poster board for my science fair, lunch for my field trip, and unlined note cards for my history quiz tomorrow? Or were they lined? Anyway, Uber Eats has all the back-to-school stuff on there. So come on, let's order now on Uber Eats and get up to 40% off. We're cool, right? Cool.
Not literally everything. Promotion ends 9/16 and is subject to change or cancellation. Exclusions may apply. Check app for availability.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
Back to Mixed Shots.
Are you a Cowboys super fan? The search is on for the 2025 Fan of the Year presented by Captain Morgan. Now through September 29th, nominate extraordinary NFL fans, dynamic duos, and game changers who rep the Cowboys with pride and turn every game day into an unforgettable adventure. You could be sent to Super Bowl 60. Enter to win at NFL.com/Fan of the Year today.
All right. Want to talk Micah?
No.
Yeah, we want to talk Micah, man.
What do you got?
No.
What you got, man? What you got?
I'm coming up with my pick. That's for next segment.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
I got
We got
something
you.
very interesting.
We got you. All right.
Very interesting for my pick next segment.
Well,
Okay.
All right.
I get it.
I want to know.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No tribute. No tribute.
No tribute.
No tribute.
Or
No
tribute.
should there be?
Nor should there be.
Did you get one?
No, I did not get a tribute. I got a few boos. I got a few of those. That's
They
all.
booed you.
Oh, come on, man. They booed me when I was with the Cowboys.
Oh, okay, my bad.
That's just the way it goes.
Why would there be a tribute?
I don't think it should be.
No.
No.
Other guys have returned that have played far longer than him.
No doubt.
And better.
And all I
And
say is,
better.
all I would say.
We got an NFL leading rusher, by the way, returned.
Yeah,
Oh, no, it's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But what I like it just as far as the hype of the game. I'm not talking about a tribute, but I like the way that they're hyping the game now through the media,
Right.
through Peacock.
Yeah, give us. Yeah.
They had some commercial, I believe, came down the pike. That's all good stuff. To me, that's enough.
Right.
That's enough. It lets us know that he was a force here. It lets us know that people are going to be looking forward to him coming back, and some looking for him to get whooped up, and some are looking for him to make plays and to show Jerry up.
Just acknowledge
any tribute video type deal for a former player here would be someone who would be Ring of Honor worthy.
Yeah. No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
And if
And
you
that's
played here
why-
4
that's-
years, you're not Ring of Honor worthy.
No, it's not going to be
Okay.
that.
All right. So that's aside. Mm-hmm. All right. What do you think? What are you thinking on what the scene's going to be like? What's going through Micah's mind?
I want to know what the game plan is going to be.
Okay.
How are we going to attack him?
Right.
That's what I want to see. I want to see if, as you've been saying, don't play well against the run. That's something that we've known. You've seen it throughout the season. You pointed that out. I want to see if that continues that same pattern. Now, one thing I did see was they put him in during crucial parts of the game, and he has come through. He has made other people make mistakes, and he has created opportunities for other players as well.
You know what else happened? In the end of that game, their last game against Cleveland, once they had the blocked field goal, Cleveland did, and then they had the ball about the 40, 45-yard line. You know what happened on the first play? Micah jumped off sides.
Yes.
That was a crucial 5
Yes, it was.
yards
Yes, it was.
Cleveland needed to
Yes, it
eventually
was.
kick a 55-yard field goal to win the game. Hard count's going to be big for Dak in this game because you can get Micah to come across.
See, but because people know each other so well, you gotta your body language has to change a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure Micah has known that Dak has tried to draw people off sides before.
Yeah.
And he probably, if he's smart, he looked at his body language as he did it. So whatever body language Dak has coming out of the huddle, if he intends to do that, he better be a really good actor.
Well, as Jerry said, if nothing else, we know all about Micah. We're aware of what he does well.
Yeah.
And
what he doesn't do well.
Yeah, we are aware that he's ruined a lot of practices in training camp, right? So guys at least know what he's capable of doing, some of his moves or whatever. And I can't remember if I mentioned it here. Bill and I were talking about it yesterday. One of the things the Packers have been doing is they've been doing pick plays, like the guard
on the defensive line.
The defensive tackle picks the tackle.
Yeah.
And then he's free to either go outside or inside. And that's one thing I saw the Packers doing repeatedly to try to get him free
I'm pretty
he
sure
couldn't do it on his own.
I'm pretty sure we're aware of that.
And I'm sure the Cowboys did it
they're
too.
aware of that.
I want to play devil's advocate here because I think it's good that when a player leaves, that not that you forget about who he is, but you don't talk up who he is. Michael Parsons is that dude. And the 52 sacks that he had and the way that he has been disruptive his entire career, NFL teams have been afraid of him. Offensive coordinators have game planned for him,
no doubt,
because of how disruptive he is. I guess the detour that this season has taken has been because we traded away one of the best defensive players in the National Football League. And oh, by the way, he returns and he's a little pissed off. And so,
why is he pissed?
Well, he's probably pissed because the contract negotiations didn't go his way. He didn't win. He won.
No, he won.
No. Let me finish. Because he won, but do you really believe that Micah wanted to go to Green Bay?
I do not.
Well,
no.
then he shouldn't have asked to be traded.
But that was a part of whatever negotiation tactic that he failed at. But that doesn't, regardless of all of that, it doesn't diminish the fact that he is him. And when that's just urban vernacular for he is a disruptive SOB.
No, absolutely.
And when it comes to a game plan, when it comes down to obvious passing downs, we better come back with a picture of three guys standing there in front of Micah, because that's the way that he has taken over games. You don't get a comparison, whether right, wrong, or indifferent, to the great Lawrence Taylor by being a scrub. And so, I mean, maybe he doesn't get a tribute video. He's not one of the greatest Dallas Cowboy players to ever play. There's a long line of men that played this game that have done far more than Michael Parsons has.
Only because they were here longer.
Thank you. But let's not make it.
Yeah.
let's not fix our face.
If he would have stayed here, we were looking at different stats.
That's all I'm saying.
And he could have stayed here.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Right.
But here's what I say.
He got his wife.
Here's what I say. When you start talking about being angry, you're going to look at motivational reasons.
Right.
And one of them would be, as you said, some guys were talking trash about him when he left. I remember you said that. Some guys are talking
in the locker room. Yeah.
Yeah. So of course you're gonna. That's come on. That's what they call
Bulletin board.
Bulletin board material. Michael Jordan did it his whole career. Almost any great player does it their whole career if they left somewhere and was coming back.
Yes.
That he's gonna have some type of motivational reason for that. That's just the way it's gonna be.
Well, because you always want to come back, and even if you're just playing against your friends, right? You want to beat them.
You want to beat them.
I think this is different, though. It's the Dallas Cowboys. He wore this star. He was a part of this organization.
And with the hype around it.
Yes.
That's why it is different. But the hype around it, like I said, the commercial, man, I don't know what they're going to be doing leading up to this on the pregame. On NBC. It's going to be crazy.
It'll be a half-hour Micah show.
That's right. That's what it's going to be. So
what do you
We
think?
cannot ignore it.
We can't
ignore it.
They can't let this slip by, right?
And actually, they know that this is all for getting eyes on the TV.
Ratings are going to be
all about
crazy.
getting eyes on their TVs, and
they might as well, when he lines up, put one of those yellow little circles
every time. Well, I bet they will. I'll bet that not every time, but they're gonna be moments where, here he is. Here he is. Look at him moving around. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So we might as well get
It's
ready.
one of those little circles they put at the feet of the player.
And it moves with them.
It just goes with the player.
I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, and see, if you
they'll show him against Guyton.
The telestrator board, they'll have the little thing there.
Here's Micah on the right side going up against second-year player out of Oklahoma, Tyler Guyton.
So, okay, Dak comes to the line of scrimmage. And, I mean, what's the first thing that the Cowboys are doing offensively when they come to the line of scrimmage?
Hand the ball off.
That's probably better run that.
Handing the ball off.
They're going to point.
I'd run it right at him.
There's number one.
Normally you would point.
I would run it right at him.
There's number one.
Edgerrin Cooper or Quay Walker, whoever's their inside line.
Seven's the Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, and one is the mic now. So it's like instead of pointing at 7, they're pointing at 1. Okay.
What if he says Mike is over there? And the microphone picks that up.
Don't you think when
they got a Mike linebacker and a Micah linebacker?
Micah over there.
Don't you think when they had the scout team out there, they didn't have some designation of who number 1 was at all times?
Who did they have mimic Micah?
DeMarvion Overshow?
No.
Healthy, he'd be a good one.
Right, healthy. No. You want him to be healthy,
man,
at least.
come on, man. Okay.
But I guarantee you.
I feel a lot better about this game if number 0 was playing for Dallas.
You and everybody else.
I think it's going to be fun to watch. I really do. Not getting into the pick the clicks and all that yet, but I think we're going to go at him. We're going to go at him hard. We're going to go at him a lot.
Well, and it's not just
see where
Guyton.
he's lining up?
They'll pick on Steele, too. They'll pick on Bass in the middle. They'll pick on
I want to see us run that ball.
Yeah.
Right
I
at
want
Micah.
to see us first play. Go right at him. First play. I'm sorry. I gotta go with Micah the first play because just let him know. Yeah, we're coming at you, buddy.
This would be if you had Booker out there. The first play, the guard pulls to wherever.
If I was Dak, I'd come up and wink at him.
Be like Jerry Kramer.
You know we're coming.
Jerry Kramer.
You know we're
Packers
coming.
offense.
Yeah,
I'd wink at him, say, because you know we're coming, buddy.
Or that game when Romanowski had a cheap shot in the regular season on somebody. I can't remember.
Bill Romanowski, cheap shot. You have to,
right?
Yeah,
It's
come
game
on,
shot.
where you going?
Well, when they played him in one of the preseason games the next year, the first plays basically was Larry Allen pull and go get Romanowski.
Yeah.
Don't worry about who you're supposed to block.
I'm just saying this. Run the ball. Everson, run the ball.
Run it.
Run the ball. And I don't care what the score gets to be. Continue to run the ball.
Everything that I saw was his weakness. When he was playing with us, I'm going to mimic those plays or at least those techniques. Sometimes we got outside of him. He let others get outside when he was playing for us. Sometimes he wasn't able to stop the run playing for us. And I'm going to see if he learned his lesson. That's what I'm going to see.
Schottenheimer, one of the last things he said in the press conference, he said, but the thing for us is to have to go run the football.
That's it, man.
That's from today?
Yeah.
And that's the team that we've kind of wanted around here. I mean, I enjoyed the running back last year, but
Rico Dowdle.
I enjoyed Rico last year. I really did. But this guy here, Javonte, he's A little bit stronger, a little bit, seems to have a little bit more impact.
Finishes runs.
Ooh, more impact. That's what I mean.
He doesn't mind running somebody over.
Oh, he's run over like 2 people already this year.
Just make sure when you're ready to go out of bounds.
Just take your butt out of bounds. Know your limitations. You got to know your limitations.
Okay, coming back here on Mix Shots, I want to ask a question. What adjustment the Cowboys need to make on defense with personnel? Is there a personnel adjustment that they need to make, and our picks to click?
Okay.
Who wins on Sunday night when Mix Shots continues in a moment?
Look, school is starting and I'm just a kid. And let's be honest, I'm not going to shop for myself. But we can get up to 40% off back-to-school essentials on Uber Eats. Did I mention I need poster board for my science fair, lunch for my field trip, and unlined note cards for my history quiz tomorrow? Or were they lined? Anyway, Uber Eats has like all the back-to-school stuff on there. So come on, let's order now on Uber Eats and get up to 40% off. We're cool, right? Cool.
Not literally everything. Promotion ends 9/16. It is subject to change or cancellation. Exclusions may apply. Check app for availability.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mixed Shots.
Celebrate Oktoberfest at Rally Day, presented by SeatGeek on Saturday, September 27th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get ready to cheer on your Dallas Cowboys with tours of AT&T Stadium, plus enjoy festive games, German-inspired food, beer in a Cowboy Stein, and more. Visit AT&TStadium.com/rallydays for tickets and more information.
All right, final segment of the week here. For Mix Shots.
Would you tell us what you are staring at over there, Bill?
You're about to hear about it.
Okay.
Finding a former score that he could identify for his pick-to-click score.
Exactly right. That's exactly right.
He's getting his data prepared for his decision.
That's right.
And by the way, before we get into that, part of that press conference, I guess Clayton Adams said something, I guess Thursday when they do the coordinators, that Cavante Turpin was the straw that stirs the drink. All right?
I like that.
And somebody asked Schottenheimer about it, and he said, he's the Steve Nash of our football team. He goes, as a matter of fact,
that's a good one.
He said, as a matter of fact, during training camp, Clayton gave Turpin a Steve Nash jersey.
Wow.
And somebody said, well, why is that? And he said he leads the team in fist bumps, what was the other? Back slaps and ass taps.
Okay.
And that's how he said it, by the way. And that he's a guy that just gets everybody going. So, Cavante Turpin, When I pick them to pick the clip, that's the straw, baby.
Okay, all right.
Go ahead, Mick. Mick put it all together for you. So we already know who Vontae Turbis' guy.
Like,
No,
all right.
but I can't keep picking them every week.
Oh,
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
all right. On defense,
Yes.
and an update. I can't remember whether I said this before we got on the air or when we were on the air, but Zach Tom.
Yes.
Not at practice, third straight day. Aaron Banks, Zach Tom, their right tackle. Aaron Banks, their left guard. Both of them missing practice for a third straight day today. And I talked earlier in the week about the replacements, Jordan Morgan, who came in after the first play of the game against Cleveland to play right tackle, did not look good. He then moved to left guard when Banks went down on the 30th play of the game. Anthony Belton, the rookie out of North Carolina State, came in at right tackle. Well, Belton has missed practice yesterday.
And they said he looked worse.
Okay, and so they may be looking at
They're looking at
third
three.
choice.
Yeah.
That would be their fourth choice at right tackle if he can't go.
So from what I read, they're looking at Jordan Morgan at left guard, Darian
Kennard
at right tackle, and Sean Ryan at right guard.
And Sean Ryan's been playing right guard.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And so, Bill, if I'm hearing this right, you're asking if there's an adjustment that can be made on defense.
On defense, yes. So what adjustment would you make on defense to correct things?
So I just want to say this, that, I feel like you were coached by one of the greatest defensive minds ever, Bill Belichick. And one of Bill's things has always been being able to be multiple. In coverage and alignment, 4-3 to 3-4. If you have a problem with it, Bill's going to figure out a way to play it so you can get beat by it. When I listened to Coach Eberflus yesterday, and he was saying that he was simplifying a process and breaking it all the way down to just one coverage, one word, so that everybody would be on the same page, that bothered me.
Why is that?
Because you can't be that simple.
He didn't say he was simplifying the defense. He said he was simplifying the call.
Okay. So, can
one word.
One word.
Yeah, I understand.
So, I'm one of the greatest DBs to ever play the game.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Did you ever play in a defense that was led by one word, or did you have multiple words that meant many different things?
What we did was we took a simple defense, cover two, and did variations of that.
Yeah.
Depending on who we played against. And we already talked about that before the game.
Right.
We didn't necessarily have many changes or word talks or whatever. Linebackers took care of that. I called the plays in the Super Bowl against Buffalo, and we just kept it simple. We did. We kept it simple against a hell of a team.
Yeah.
But what we did was we concentrated on one aspect of the game because we knew we couldn't stop both aspects of the game, meaning either they're going to beat us with the run or beat us with the pass. We chose for them to beat us with the run. That's the way we handled great offenses through the great Bill Belichick. We kept it as simple as possible and let our talent work. But at the same time, we knew that our emphasis was going to be on stopping the big plays, which to me fits perfectly for who we're playing in this game and countering the way we've been playing in our secondary.
So do they have to be cognizant of Love running with the ball, or does he not run as much as they were worried about other quarterbacks running the football?
They have to be cognizant of Love running the ball.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Because you've seen Caleb Williams get out, and it may not be that he's a Jalen Hurts type of a quarterback. I'm just saying if it's 3rd and 12, you're sitting back in coverage and you leave this gaping hole like you did for Russell Wilson, the same way as you did for
like
Caleb.
what happened last night with Sam Darnold.
Boom.
Yeah, same thing.
So
that's you're always going to be cognizant of that. I mean, you can't call a defense for that. You can put a spy on somebody. I don't know if Love is spy worthy.
That's what I'm saying.
Now he wants to throw the ball.
Right.
They
of course.
Yeah, they want to throw the ball.
So I got to get after him.
Yeah, you got.
And maybe they need to play some guys more at defensive end, and maybe they need to have more active linebackers too. By the way.
And Mickey, who are those guys that you're talking about?
Be my pick to click.
Okay, so going back to what you're saying in the simple coverage that you called in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Please, no, you don't have to remind everybody who your front line, your front five was. Your front seven.
Big John Washington, Leonard Marshall, Big Eric Howard, Carl Banks flanked him. LT was on the other side. Of all people, at some time, Steve Diassi was our middle linebacker, along with Pepper Johnson.
Man.
Belichick didn't trust Steve.
I can't imagine why.
He didn't trust him in the Super Bowl. Now, he had ball for us during the season. But during the Super Bowl, he said, we're going with Gary Reasons. Who was one of the smarter linebackers.
Crowley, Texas.
You know how attorneys, when they're in court and they rest their case, they put their I rest my case. Because that's what I'm saying as far as adjustments that can be made. You can save your secondary by being able to get pressure. We haven't been able to present that. If you try and change things up, we talked about Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker and possibly Wanye Thomas and Marquise Bell getting an opportunity to play as well in that simple scheme that they're playing. Maybe it's not the scheme. Maybe it's the players, and I want them to look at that.
Well, it can't be simple because they ain't got it yet.
We played simple with great players. Yes, sir. But you can do that with great players.
Yes, sir.
To me, I think we need more pressure, and I think we need to blitz more. You got to put your big boy pants on as cornerbacks. You got to cover your man. I'm sorry. I don't care who it is. I put you out here to play defensive back. Sometimes you're going to have to actually play man-to-man and make a play. I'm going to go with as much pressure unpredictable pressure, try to disguise as much as I can, and put some pressure on them for once. Put some pressure on Love to make some plays. And let's put a little fear into him, into his eyes, into his heart. That's what I'm looking for. I don't care about how good a wide receiver might be. Man, you still got to make your plays. As a defensive back, you got to play, man. You got to make a play.
I like that. Y'all ready to go? They don't get you fired up.
I'm fired up, and it plays right into the fact that the Packers are missing two of their offensive linemen.
There you go.
And the guys that replaced them did not look good last week.
There you go. And now my pick to click, I'm ready. I'm ready. My pick to click.
Who you picking?
Who you got there?
Let's go around the horn.
We're going now? Okay.
Well,
I was going to go Turpin.
It's 12:46.
Okay.
No, you take Turpin. I'm not taking Turpin.
I was going to take him.
I'm not taking Turpin.
And then I said, you know what? I need to stay defensive minded. 24-20 Cowboys. And
Cowboys.
I'm looking for Clark to have a damn.
Wait a minute, you can't take my guy.
I'm looking for.
Wait a minute.
I'm looking for.
Wait a second.
I'm talking about
you both take them.
You can both take them.
I want them. I want them.
Kenny Clark.
What? I should have asked you before we walked in here.
This is what I want. This
24. Ain't that something? 24.
Clark is going to get some.
How'd you get that score?
How'd I get that?
24-20. That's something else.
That's it.
Hey,
Is he going to be overly motivated because he's playing against his former team?
That's right.
Bill?
You got to watch out for those hard counts because you come over the line. All right, now, Heckman, you're next.
Are you sure? Come on.
I'm
going in order.
Okay, well.
Going in order.
My guy.
I got you.
The player that I'm taking is also Kenny Clark, and the reason being is because he is also he's the guy that's been lost in this whole storytelling thing of a guy going up against his old team, but it's because we need it. We need it from our front. We have to present some pressure, and he is the one guy that comes in with a resume for getting that kind of penetration.
Give me a score.
And pressure. And my score is going to be
Come on. Let's go.
17-13.
Ooh.
Ugly one.
Into the first quarter or what?
No, this is the game. This is the game. 17-13. Cowboys.
Man, that'd be nice if that was. I'd love that.
17-13. I'm taking the Cowboys.
So we can't screw up on defense every week.
No,
we got to learn something.
And they can't win 7 in a row.
Never thought that. Never thought that.
All right, Spags.
I've heard the tenor all week long.
All right, Spags.
Mickey.
My pick to click will be Donovan Ezeraku. He's going to get more snaps, and he's coming off the edge. Watch out for him.
By the way, his former head coach in college at Boston College is the defensive coordinator for the Packers.
Oh, really? So they'll know all about him, huh?
He didn't know that before he made his pick to click.
Watch out for Ezeraku. On the fan this morning, I picked the Packers 27-23.
Okay.
But I seen a sign from heaven walk in the front door of the Star.
The one with hands down
Roger
to his
Staubach came in.
Oh, you talking? I meant the guy hands on
He put hands on these Dallas Cowboys, and I'm going to reverse it.
All righty.
All right, changing my mind because of that. Cowboys 27, Packers 23.
Boy,
Got you, baby. Got you.
Wow, 3.
You know what? I
Bill.
bet Roger came into the building expecting to inspire people. You think?
It was timely.
It happened.
I think there was no accident that
Maybe
he
they
was
got
there.
him to go talk to
It
the
happened.
team.
He's
Right?
gonna,
That was not an
look
accident.
at how he hedged his bets.
Unfortunately, all those guys that are playing in the game have never heard of him.
Right?
You know
or
they-
wouldn't recognize him, right?
They never heard of me either. I had to introduce
That's right.
myself. Hey,
That's
Other than Dak, Javonte Williams, I'm trying to think other players.
Oh yeah, that knows the history.
Would know who
Yeah.
Roger Staubach is.
Because of
Clowney
their
might.
age? Why?
Yeah, their age.
All right, Bill.
Young guys.
Let's do it.
Williams because he was a valedictorian in high
No,
school.
he was
33.
His favorite subject was history. Remember?
Oh, okay.
and he knew who
All
Tony
right.
He knew who
Dorsett
Tony was.
right.
That's why I thought you said
That's
it.
right.
Okay.
All right,
This is what I've been pondering. The Packers have won the last 5 meetings. Okay.
Haven't they won 9 of last 10?
They've won the 9 of the last 10, and that's the trend I'm looking at. Packers won 5 in a row from 09 through 15. Cowboys won in 2016, Dak's rookie year, and the Packers have won 5 in a row since then. What do they say in this league? The more you win, the
That's
closer
right.
you are to losing. So
right.
the Packers, you are closer
This
to
is
losing
what
on
we're due.
Sunday night.
The Cowboys are due.
And we're going back to
I'm rubbing off on
2016,
these guys.
30 to
Rubbing off on
16. The
30 to
Cowboys walk away
16.
winners, and Dak Prescott. Can I pick Dak?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Dak Prescott is my pick to click, just like his rookie season at Green Bay.
We are starting to make a joke out of these picks.
Yes, well,
When we come back on Monday,
Starting to. It's been a joke. Come on. That's
all
the
right,
whole fun
so
of it.
that does it for Mix Shots, and we'll be back to wrap up a Cowboys victory on Victory Monday at high noon on Monday, right, Everson?
That's right. I'll be here, baby.
All right.
Go Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, I hope your team wins.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?